how, we had some guys that hadn't played, see how they played. But I thought we played hard. I thought we came off the ball. A lot of question marks were answered for me. I just thought we played really hard. So I was really pleased with the way we played up front. Chris High had a really good game. It was, a guy that rushed for almost 200 yards and on 2 carries. I thought he played really well. But that wasn't a surprise. It wasn't a question mark because we saw some of the things he did in camp. I was excited about all of that. I just thought guys played really well. And the only question I had, just O-line, because we hadn't played together. And up front, there's a lot of chemistry that's developed over time. But I feel really good about what I saw.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll continue on to Bill Wagner with Baltimore Sun.
Hey, Kenny, 2 questions. First and foremost, I presume you have some comfort level in the fact that Navy's been through this before with having a quarterback get injured and having to go to number 2. And Ivan Jasper, your offensive coordinator, has proven that he's had that number 2 guy ready. In most cases, that number 2 guy, whether it was Jared Bryant or Keenan Reynolds back a few years ago, that guy has been played pretty well.
Yeah, you definitely there's comfort level in knowing that, obviously, that Ivan's coaching those guys and he knows exactly what he's doing. Will's been in the system. He's a smart kid. We've seen him in practice several times, so he knows what we're doing. He knows our checks. He knows how to run our offense. He's a great leader, so you feel good about that. Like you said, Ivan's track record and getting guys prepared. There are a lot of people that weren't sure about Tonga before he got injured. And just how would he perform. But I don't think anybody here had any questions that he would do what he did in the game. So, all of those things, things that you've seen in the past because of Ivan's preparation with those guys and what we've seen on practice, it gives you hope to know that, we got some guys in the system that know what we're doing.
The other question I had was both Will Worth and Tony Ogoli made reference to communication issues in the opener. What in general were they talking about, Coach?
There's just a lot of things first game that happened. Just a lot of game management stuff. New guys in there, just different things, substitution, all those kinds of things, signals. But, those things you will clean up. There's some emphasis on some different things getting into camp, during camp. But then there are only some things that you can only see that only manifest itself in a game. Can guys see the signals? Are people communicating? But, I'm not too worried about that. We can clean that up.
Thank you.
All right, Wags.
Thank you. We'll now hear from Matt Shumvisky with This is Yukon Country.
Hey, Coach, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good. You mentioned going against Bob Diaco in the past earlier on this call. In your experiences, what does he do well defensively against you guys, and what about his schemes make it difficult to go against?
Well, he knows exactly what he's doing with his game plan. And it's kind of, we've went against Coach Diaco several years at Notre Dame. He's one of the best defensive minds, best head coaches, football coaches, I think, in the country. I think he's done a really good job at UConn in changing the culture there. But his guys, you can't trick these guys. Option football and different things we do, a lot of it is deception and doing different things. But his guys are always glued in with their keys, their eyes. They know what they're doing. And so, it becomes a real physical game because that's how they play. Sometimes we can get people by tricking them and doing certain things to deceive them. But now with UConn and with Notre Dame, over the years, his teams are always well prepared and assignment sound and very detailed in what they do.
Thanks, Coach.
Coach, we thank you for your time this morning and look forward to hearing from you again next Monday.